If you've ever wondered how Vikings could endure brutal raids, long campaigns, and injuries that would leave most of us incapacitated, the answer isn't just their iron will. It's also their deep knowledge of medicinal plants. Today, modern science confirms that many of the remedies Vikings used for wounds and infections were not only practical, but surprisingly effective. On this channel, we explore the real hands-on applications of these historical practices. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe, like the video, and leave a comment to join the conversation. Vikings relied on local herbs to treat wounds quickly and prevent infection. When Vikings were injured on the battlefield or during raids, access to trained physicians was limited. Their survival depended on what the landscape offered. Plants like yarrow, comfrey, meadowsweet and garlic were staples in their medicinal toolkit. Yarrow, for example, contains compounds that help stop bleeding and reduce inflammation. Modern studies confirm that extracts from yarrow accelerate clotting, making it ideal for cuts and abrasions. Comfrey, another critical herb, was used as a poultice for broken bones and deep cuts. While some caution is needed due to liver toxicity if ingested in large amounts, topical use on wounds promotes cell growth and tissue repair, exactly what a warrior needs after a skirmish. Meadowsweet, known for its salicylates, acted as a natural antiseptic and pain reliever. Applying crushed leaves to infected wounds would reduce inflammation and stave off infection. Garlic, long prized in Viking diets, was also used medicinally. Its allicin content is now proven to fight bacteria and fungi, making it an effective tool for keeping battlefield wounds from becoming lethal. Even today, survivalists experimenting with natural first aid often turn to these same herbs. They didn't rely on single plants. Combinations amplified healing. A poultice of yarrow and comfrey could stop bleeding, reduce swelling, and promote faster tissue regeneration all at once. Meadowsweet and garlic together would clean the wound, soothe pain, and prevent infection. Science confirms that such synergistic effects occur because each plant works on different biological pathways. For someone interested in historical medicine, replicating these combinations with dried herbs or tinctures can provide a functional understanding of how Vikings approached wound care. Viking wound care also involved practical natural techniques. Herbs were only part of the solution. Vikings often cleaned wounds with clean water from streams or rainwater collected in natural containers. They would then apply the herbal mixture and secure it with clean cloth or leather. Honey, another common ingredient, was sometimes added for its antibacterial properties. Today, survivalists can replicate this approach, clean the wound thoroughly, apply herbal remedies, and protect it while the body does the rest of the work. It's a system that emphasizes speed, cleanliness, and practical effectiveness, principles that modern medicine recognizes as critical in wound management. Science confirms the antibacterial power of Viking remedies. Recent laboratory studies on plants like yarrow, meadowsweet and garlic have shown they contain active compounds capable of killing or inhibiting the growth of bacteria that commonly infect wounds. Yarrow contains flavonoids and sesquiterpene lactones that reduce microbial growth. Garlic produces allicin, which targets both gram-positive and gram-negative bacteria. Meadowsweet's salicylates reduce inflammation, making wounds less hospitable to infection. These findings are not theoretical. They demonstrate that Viking knowledge was based on observation and trial, refined over generations. Historical survival techniques now have a scientific foundation. Practical examples of how to apply Viking herbal knowledge today. If you're a history enthusiast or a survivalist, you can integrate these lessons into practical modern use. For instance, hikers or preppers can carry small packets of dried yarrow or garlic powder to treat minor cuts. A poultice made from crushed comfrey leaves applied to a sprain or bruise can reduce swelling. Honey combined with meadowsweet leaves can serve as a natural dressing for minor wounds, both soothing pain and reducing infection risk. Learning these methods offers a direct hands-on connection to Viking life and demonstrates how historical knowledge remains relevant. For those experimenting safely, start by studying the plants, their local availability and preparation methods. Drying leaves, crushing roots, or making simple infusions allows you to see firsthand how these remedies work. Historical accuracy matters. Vikings didn't rely on exact dosages, but they understood potency through repeated observation. Respect for the plants and careful use can provide insight into how these warriors managed health in a world without modern medicine. Understanding Viking medicine changes how we view survival and resilience. Viking herbal medicine reminds us that survival wasn't only about weapons or strength, it was also about understanding the environment. They turned the forests, meadows and gardens of Europe into a living pharmacy. Modern studies validate that what may have seemed like folklore was grounded in observable science. For anyone interested in history, battlefield medicine or practical survival skills, this knowledge offers both inspiration and actionable tools. By exploring Viking herbal medicine, we gain insight into their approach to life, war, and healing. These are not just stories, they are lessons that can inform modern first aid and survival techniques. And for serious history buffs, learning about these remedies enriches understanding of Viking culture beyond the myths of raiding and pillaging. If you found this guide useful, make sure to subscribe to Warpaths of Europe, like the video, and leave a comment sharing which Viking remedy you'd most like to try or research further. Share this with fellow history enthusiasts and survivalists. Let's keep this knowledge alive and in practical use.